Okay. It is now. Voila, we're here. Welcome back, everyone, to Soda City Live. Earlier this month, we talked about the kickoff for the St. Pat's and 5 Points event. Well, this weekend, it is happening, and there is still an opportunity to get ahead of the masses with a race and be part of the other events. Joining me today to talk about it is the Executive Director of the Rosewood Merchants Association, Dave Britt, Race Director Jesse Harmon, and another special guest, Larry the Lucky Leprechaun. I said to Larry, how much do they pay you to wear that? But we're glad you guys are all here. So we've talked a lot about 5 Points. You're on the Rosewood side of all this. It's an economic impact for that Rosewood community as well, Dave.
I'm actually just with the 5 Points Association. I was formerly with Rosewood.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just reading what's there.
Sorry.
So you are officially with 5 Points. So it is huge for you guys, even though it does spill over into the Rosewood community. But let me tell you, I drove through Rosewood today to go, Jesse, to Strictly Running, and there is such a buzz already happening right now.
Yeah, I think it's not just Rosewood or 5 Points. I mean, St. Patty's Day Festival is the largest one in our whole city. It has a $7 million economic impact on the area, and it goes well beyond our borders, so it's huge for everyone.
Yeah. What is it that might make this year extra special, besides the fact that we're still coming out of COVID and people are just itching to get out?
Well, I think, they brought it back. Last year was the first year after its absence, and everyone kind of had to figure out, oh my gosh, how do we do this again? It's so massive, and they were able to work out a lot of the kinks, and beyond that, everyone is just super excited to get outside and do community events with people. So, we have that, and people are buying tickets, proving it.
Were you in 5 Points this afternoon, earlier today?
Been there all week, every day.
But I mean, I literally was driving through it, and I'm like, where'd all this traffic come from? And I know they're doing a lot of setting up, but there's such an energy there right now. So the best way to start this, if you go tomorrow, is to start it with one of the races. Jesse Harmon, you and I have known each other through the racing world for a while.
Quite a while.
You put on amazing events, amazing races. You took over this one a couple years ago. What is it that people who are runners and non-runners can get out of tomorrow's race?
Yeah, tomorrow is just the kickoff to a lot of fun stuff happening. So tomorrow we kick off with a 5K at 7:30. It's a great family event. So even if you're thinking about running, great weather, it's going to be a good time. A lot of fun out there. So yeah, bring the family.
So the 5K, is there a 10K with this one?
There is. So we have a 5K.
A 10K.
If you're feeling really good, you have 10K. And that starts at 7:45. And then after that, if you just want to come out, you only go a mile, we have a mile. Family Fun Run Mile.
So we mentioned, you say family, because this isn't just kids can go out there for the 1 mile. Mom and dad can go out there and run it with them too.
Anybody.
Okay.
So if you're listening, if you want to do it, if you haven't done a 5K, but I want to do something tomorrow.
Yeah. What's the route? What are some of the main parts you'll see on the race route tomorrow?
Yeah, so Devine Street, we start and finish on Devine Street. So if you're a spectator, if you want to come on and cheer people on before the parade, before the festival really starts, you can do that. So Devine Street's going to be where we're going to be at, and that's where the most fun is going to be seen. Then we'll go through some of the Shandon area, and so it'll be fun to run through there if you've never been through there. If you live in that area, go out in your front yard tomorrow and just cheer people on as they run by.
Maybe will we see Lucky the Leprechaun out there, Larry?
Well, I'll actually be on the float, the Peak Drift Brewing Company float that's going through the parade, starting in front of Dreher High School. And then also Peak Drift is the craft beer sponsor for St. Patrick's Festival in 5 Points. So we'll have multiple locations throughout the festival where you can access Peak Drift Brewing Company beer as well.
Wait, there's beer there?
Yes.
No, kidding. Totally kidding. Totally kidding. I'm just always glad there's actually like a run in the morning, because I'm thinking, okay, the whole day, but there's music, there are a lot of live bands. They do say it's a family-friendly atmosphere, especially at the beginning of the day. It may change a little as the day wears on, but your invitation, Dave, to them would be come one, come all.
Yeah, and so, we've kind of taken steps this year. If you come in by the Chick-fil-A entrance there on Hardin Street to the Pot of Gold Playland, kids 12 and under are free, and this year is the first year that all the mechanical rides are free. So if you bring your kids out, it's completely free. And then we're not really selling any beer in that area, so if you just want to come down, bring the kids, and kind of stay on the fringe, you can do that. Parents can get a re-entry wristband. They can drop the kids off with grandma or babysitter and come back and enjoy the headliner. So.
And this is some of what they'll be doing. I know my producer was talking about the Playland area. So like a little rock climbing wall sort of thing?
They have mechanical rides. They have, I think they're bringing the rock climbing wall. There's face painting. There's balloon animals. There's also kids karaoke. They can actually get on stage and do kids karaoke, which is pretty cool.
This disco, silent disco?
Silent disco is not with us this year. It used to be a thing. You could only hear the music through headphones and everyone's dancing, but it's silent.
Oh, how funny.
But this year we actually added an electronic stage.
Tell me about that.
So it's the first year we've done that, and it's by Bang Back Pinball and 5 Points in their alley, and there's electronic DJs all day.
How fun, very fun. Jesse, you're such an experienced runner, and you are in charge of many races, and have been for the years. But if somebody says, you know, I'm just not a runner, I'd like to get into it, the 1 mile would be at least a chance just to kind of feel the racing atmosphere. What is it you love so much about being a runner?
So one thing that I love about being a runner is, especially on race day, just the environment. Because people, no matter if you finish first, if you finish fast, you finish last, whatever, everybody still feels the same accomplishment whenever you cross that finish line. And so it just, everybody leaves happy. It's one of those few sports where when you cross the finish line, everybody just celebrates together.
Yeah.
So that feeling of celebration really carries you through the rest of the day.
Well said. Larry the Lucky Leprechaun, will you be in all your garb tomorrow?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, yes, yeah.
This is what I wear every day.
And there was another guest who came in. I was like, wait, I only have 3 of you written down. And he's like, no, I'm the leprechaun security. So
he has a pot of gold that has to be.
That's right.
That's right.
We got to be protecting that gold, will you, over there? Okay, so let's give you the information. Again, there is the 10K, there's the 5K, there's the 1 mile fun run, St. Pat's Parade, and the event officially, I guess, gets under 10, but the race is obviously earlier in the day. It is the Get to the Green. Jesse, if someone has not registered yet, it is not too late, correct?
They can register all the way up until 7:30 tomorrow morning.
Fantastic. Yeah. Just there on site or online? Can they still do online registration?
They can do online registration. That's the only registration we're doing. So if you're there, bring your smartphone, scan the QR code, register on site.
Okay, thank you. Larry the Lucky Leprechaun. We're going to wave to you. Have fun on the parade route. Dave, as always, thanks so much for what you're doing for 5 Points in the surrounding area.
Thank you.
More Soda City Live right after this. Oh, and you get the chance to hear one of our performers. Stay tuned.